Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jay Cruz and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're gonna check out some solderless cables by Rockstock. Let's get it. First and foremost, I want to thank Rockstock for sponsoring another video. I absolutely love their products. They're responsible for the world's smallest tuner, which I've reviewed here on the channel before. They recently decided to get into the patch cable game, and man, I gotta tell you, I am excited but also a little bit nervous. So I'm not against solderless cables per se, but we don't know yet what the Rockstock solderless cables have to offer. They look amazing. The presentation is beautiful. They're using gold-plated plugs, and they even have their own custom caps with RS on them for Rockstock, of course. Each kit comes equipped with 10 feet worth of cable length, 10 gold-plated plugs, which essentially equals to 5 pedals because you need an input and an output, so essentially 10 equals 5. You get it. A screwdriver that, might I add, has a magnetic tip because most of those mini screwdrivers don't, and it drives me insane. And of course, a cable cutter. In the box, you will also find instructions that are very simple. You don't need to strip the cable in any kind of way to get a good connection. It really is a straightforward process. So let's switch over to another camera angle. I'll open this box up and we'll make a couple of cables just to see how easy we can get started with making our cables. And also let's see the quality of these cables. Are they good? Do they sound good? Is there going to be a noticeable tone loss? We'll see. Let's find out. So Rockstock hooked it up just in time because I'm sort of reconfiguring this whole situation here, my YouTube setup. And I just recently bought this junction box to sit at the side of my desk so that I can just quickly patch in guitar pedals for reviews. So I know the amount more or less of length that I want to have for my cables here, and I want to see if the Rockstock version can do the trick. The other thing that I've been trying to do is also replace the cables that I've been using because I want to have smaller profile plugs on there for some of the more top-mounted pedals that I deal with on a weekly basis, like for example the small speaker overdrive by Great Eastern Effects. You see how close the input and output are together on the top of the pedal, but also that power source right there is pretty in the way of those things. So having an oversized cable is kind of frustrating and it's hard to deal with. So having one like this, which goes in super low profile, is really convenient. And that's even in comparison to, like, for example, this pancake cable, which is really low profile but takes up a whole lot more space and gives me a really difficult time. So I know I'm gonna make 2 cables here. That's gonna require 4 of these little mini screws. So we got connector number 1 and cap number 1. A relatively thin cable, very sturdy. It's always recommended when you're making cables like this to start fresh and just snip a little bit off just to get a nice flat surface there. Then we're gonna test out how much length I need. I'm pushing quite a bit. It feels snug. Now I'm gonna pull the cable down so that it sits in there just like that. I'm gonna take the supplied cap, throw it right onto there. I'm gonna take one of the screws here and screw it right in. And as per the manual, we're gonna do it nice and snug here. And there it is, our Rockstock cable. I already have an output source here, and we're just gonna check to see if we have some connection. It's even got delay on it. That's because I have it running through my pedal board. So yeah, looks like it's working. All right, so we have the cables made up here. I just plugged them into this pedal that I had sitting around, which is, again, the small speaker overdrive by Great Eastern Effects. Look at that, the cables fit in there perfectly. So now I'm gonna just set the pedal down and we're gonna make sure everything works. So let's turn the pedal off. Let's get a guitar. All right, first let's make sure we have a nice clean signal. Now small speaker overdrive. Now for the fun or for testing purposes, let's wiggle these cables around. See if we get any kind of distortion here, or if maybe even they stop working. Great. So there you have it. That is the Rockstock cable. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with a few things. Number one, the quality. There's something about a cable that isn't too flimsy, that has a little bit of stiffness to it that, I don't know, makes me feel like it's a higher quality cable for some reason. They're a tad bit thinner, but you almost need that in certain cases to run a nice cable length. These cables will do the trick because they sit put very, very nicely. The cover, though I know it's their version of sort of branding the cable itself, I think actually adds to its sturdiness and professionalism. Of course, the low profile thing is exactly what I was looking for, especially with my new setup here that I'm now using for my pedal demos. The fact that they're so small yet super sturdy and dependable, it's a huge deal, and I really like these. But lastly, I felt like I was playing an extremely beautiful sounding signal. I know that's hard to really judge, especially on YouTube, but I don't know, when I plugged it in, I was actually surprised with the quality of sound and volume that I got immediately from these things. So clearly they're made very, very well. They're passing the signal through extremely well, and I'm loving what I'm getting out of it. We talked about all of the pros to this kit, but are there any cons? There are two cons that I could foresee someone having with this particular kit. Number one, of course, it being solderless, and a lot of guitarists are staying away from that nowadays. The second con is nitpicky. I want more cable length. I think that they're amazing and want more. So maybe Rockstock, you should consider releasing like a second tier to this thing, like one that comes with 20 plugs and 20 feet of cable length or something like that. Because as you very much well know, most guitarists are a little bit out of hand with their pedal boards and need more cables. Now, they are good to me, but they shouldn't be this good to me, right? Where they send me multiple packs of this thing. So what do they actually want me to do with just an extra set of their solderless patch cables? That's right, everybody. I'm going to be giving away this very set of their solderless patch cables, courtesy of Rockstock. Thank you so much, Rockstock. So what are the rules here? Same as usual. What I want you to do is to actually comment below giveaway. Then immediately after you comment below, I want you to email me at this email that shows up somewhere on your screen over here, jcruzproject@gmail.com, and simply title it giveaway. That way I have a direct email address where you can hear back from me directly and no kind of scam stuff going on here. I'm going to leave the giveaway open till July 21st. That means you have plenty of time to enter the giveaway to earn your chance to be able to actually get a free solderless cable kit courtesy of Rockstock. I want to once again thank the kind folks, the amazing folks at Rockstock. I love working with them. I've worked with them, as I mentioned, in the past. They've always been so kind to me. Even before I was making content, they were always willing to kind of repost some of my pedal boards that I've had put together using their products in the past. Just really, really kind company, and I've just always appreciated that. So I'm going to link their website below. While you're down there looking for the link for Rockstock and you're following me on all your social medias, you might as well do all the things that do help the channel grow, such as liking this video, subscribing to the YouTube channel. Make sure you comment below on not just this video, but all of the videos that you watch. Let me know your opinions, your thoughts. That way we can interact together. Of course, hit bell notifications so that you can always get an alert every time I upload a video. Thanks again for watching, guys, and until next week.